What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. Man, I'm back again. Man, I'm back again with this one right here, man. This one right here, this one right here gonna take you over to the dark side. You know, we finna cross over into the nether realms of the alphabet mafia, and y'all know who they are, you know? Some different type stuff right here, y'all. When I tell you the Alabama prison system is versus the California prison system is like night and day. You know what I'm saying? It's just like night and day. It's totally different, to two different worlds. Two different worlds. Are they both dangerous systems? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can lose your life in the Alabama system or in the California system. But some of the stuff that you lose in your life for in those two different prisons, it has a vast difference. A lot of stuff that was done and I seen in the Alabama prison system was a total different thing from Cali prison. It was a culture shock. And I'm finna tell you about two incidents, man, that blowed my wig back. Blowed it back, man. Blowed it back. We gonna get to the first one, man. When I first hit the system after a couple of years in Alabama, had a few partners, man, that I was cool with, that I was real cool with. You know what I'm saying? They was Crips. You know, my thing was because of the different way, the different style and the cutthroatism that I seen in the Alabama prison system, I didn't really make a lot of close ties with dudes if they weren't Crips. And it wasn't that I had anything against other groups. It was just that at any given time, with Alabama being like the feds, having so many different groups from around the United States, at any given time, you know, we could fall out with this group. Now, not necessarily saying I'm finna fall out with my partner, but now if my partner is a part of that other group and I'm a part of this group, you never know. And you know what I'm saying? My thing is, now I don't care, you know about no type of other type relationships I might have had. At the end of the day, I'm a Crip, point blank. And you know, my loyalties were always going to lie with the Crips, no matter, no ifs, ands, or buts. That wasn't even to be questioned. That wasn't even to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? And I had a few in some of my other videos recently. I told you about how, had ties with dudes that weren't a part of what I was a part of, and something went wrong, and I had to choose up. And when I didn't choose them, they was butthurt. So as time went on, I learned. I say, you know what? I'm not fit. I know how to get around this. I could be cool with a lot of different people, but as far as having real close ties with them, no, I wasn't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't off my side of the fence, because like I say, if it went down, it went down. I'm riding with my folks, point blank. I'm riding with my people till the wheels fall off. So anyway, even with me having close ties with people off my side of the fence, man, sometimes, man, you never know what tomorrow may bring, man. You never know what tomorrow may bring, man. You just never know. Man, I had one dude, man, we was cool. He was cool. He was a rider. He was Crip. He was a rider. We had squared off with some fellas together one time, and it was gonna go back to back. Down, round for round, pound for pound for our crown, And this dude here, he was with all the shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? The whole hookup. The knife play, the fist play, whatever play. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them ones. I'm like, all right, well, cool. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, time goes on. Now I'm gonna tell you something about the Alabama prison system. I haven't been to a lot of different states' prison systems to compare it. I haven't been to a lot of different prisons. A lot of different prisons in different states. But so without me being able to compare them, I can only go off where I've been. You know what I'm saying? And hands down, the Alabama prison system got to have, it has to be one of the most gayest prison systems you're going to ever see in the United States. Until the cell phones came out, the number one thing that you was going to get stabbed to the floor about is that gay stuff. Yeah. It's the gay stuff. That was the number one thing you would get tore out the frame, because them boys did not play by it. It was their thing. I mean, I told you, I go to lockup and get transferred, and before I could even come out, when I got transferred to another prison, when I finished doing whatever little hold time they had for me to do, they took me out the hole and brought me to the captain's office. And first thing the captain said, he said, "Let me tell you something. I done seen your jacket. I done seen your file." He said, "Let me tell you something. I don't know what you was used to doing over there in such and such prison, but in this one right here, in this prison right here, if you put your hands on any one of," now how did he call them? He just straight out said homosexuals. He said, "If you put your hands on any one of these homosexuals," he said, "I'm going to lock you up so fast, you're not going to know what dinner tastes like." I'm looking at him like, man, what? But the reason why he was tripping on me like that is because I got in trouble one time because, one of them said hi to me one day. There was about a little bit prior to this right here. One of them was coming across the floor and looked up and seen me on the tier and said, "Hey, how you doing, cartoon?" Now, it blowed my way back. I had never spoke to this dude, wasn't really tripping with this dude, none of that. They ain't had no I went out my way to stay as far away from them as I possibly could. So when this dude came out and said hi to me, I just automatically took the runway. Hi? What? What? Bam! Banked him up. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell quick. Ah! Pew! When told, go to jail. So anyway, that was in my file. And the prison that I had got shipped to, it was Gay Central. It was Gay Central. You know what I'm saying? Gay Central. West Jefferson. They call it Donaldson, but West Jefferson is what it's called. This prison was Gay Central, man. You had the dope game. You had whatever game that was going on, but what nothing more prevalent than the gay situation they had. This was a prison that at any given time, you was going to see somebody just come out their cell and just let their hair down. Just let their wig float. I'm this, y'all. What? Man, it'll get, man, I'm telling you, it'll get to the point where you don't even trip on it no more. You don't even trip on it no more. When I tell you don't trip on it no more, man, anyway. So, I had been going to lockup for a couple of years, so now I done got out. I hadn't seen my partner that I was, I was rocking with in the other prison for a minute, a cool minute. Okay, so, ain't no thing. So boom, I get released to population. They put me on one side of the prison because they put me on in one block. One block was a block on, if I'm not mistaken, I think on the east side of the prison. They didn't want to put me on the west side of the prison with a lot of the mainstream population because they wanted to limit my access to the lokes. You know what I'm saying? They said I was a bad influence. They said I was a major influence, and they didn't want me to get into them young Crips' ears and do what I always do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I give you a gang problem out this world. So anyway, man, that's that. Look, I started drinking that pH balanced alkaline water. You could tell the difference, man. When I first started drinking it, it kind of like messed with my stomach a little bit, like something was going on. And then I realized it was cleaning up all that junk that I got in there, getting rid of it. That alkaline water is good, homie. So anyway, I'm out. So now dudes around, homies around the prison, they, man, cartoon up here, cartoon up here, cartoon up here. I'm like, yeah, all right. So, they sending me notes and this, and this, and that. So, I didn't see nobody the first couple of days because I didn't know how to go on escape. Going on escape means, sneaking out your block and going all around the prison, different parts of the prison, kicking it with people. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. So, all right, cool. Now, one day after about 3-4 days passed, I came in, I went to the kitchen late. We in the kitchen and, different people, if sometimes they could come eat on this side of the kitchen, if it's overcrowded over there, they can just walk through the little door and eat on this side. So, man, I'm over there, I'm eating, kicking it with one of my partners. And, dude, like, Tune, what's up? What's up? He was going out the kitchen. And I seen it was my crip partner, man, from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? From about 2.5 years prior when we was in the other prison. I'm like, oh, shoot, man, what's up, cuz? You know what I'm saying? Then you got to look how my mind worked because I still had my South Central mentality. Boom, I hadn't been locked up three years yet, So I was on the bull. So when I see him like, man, what's up, cuz? Man, what's up, homie? He like, man, what's up, Big Two? Man, when you get, man, I'm telling you, man, I got here about 4 days ago, man. I'm like, man, where you at? He like, man, I'm over here in such and such block. I'm like, all right, I say, man, I'm going to try to get over there, man. How at you, man, we kicking it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So the police was running them out. They had to go. So he didn't really have a whole lot of time to talk, say, anything to me. And boy, I wish he would have. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, so they go. So now when I get back to the block, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the few little homies over there. Good partner of mine that was over there. He was claiming Grape Street. He was out of Anniston, Alabama. They had a lot of grape streets in Anniston, Alabama. So anyway, I'm like, cuz, man, I gotta go on escape, homie. I gotta get over here, man. Holler at a few of my people, man, I seen, you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. He like, man, well, this how you do it. You do it this way, do it that way, this way, that way, this way, this way, that way. So I'm like, cool, bet, all right. Excuse me. So that was like a Wednesday. I got out of the hole. I got out of lockup Monday. So this was a Wednesday that he telling me how to go on escape. So Thursday go by, I don't go. Friday go by when I want to go, late night, So now, unbeknownst to me, I was not aware of the Friday night shenanigans that goes on in this prison. Now, when I say the Friday night shenanigans, it was like this here. Y'all seen in some of my earlier videos, I told you that on Friday night, man, these dudes, anybody and everybody who had a boy. Now, when you say you got a boy, that means you got a homosexual, you own him, that's yours. You have a boy. These dudes will spend money all week getting at the dudes who know how to sew clothes and stuff and sew the clothes up and make halter tops, skirts, panties. They knew how to make high heel state boots. Now, how they did that, I don't know. But when I tell you high heel state boots that these folks was putting on. And they prancing and dancing and schmalashing. Y'all see some of the videos. I showed y'all some of that mess. So anyway, I was unaware of it at this time. I had heard about it, but it wasn't nothing I paid attention to. I heard about it in the other prison. The other prison I was in, they didn't do this. But anyway, in this one, in West Jefferson, they did this. This was their thing, Friday night. And these boys would come out with whatever they do. Some of them had a do, some of them was independent. And whatever they had on, they had made, they come out, they flounce around. You got the young dudes beating on the table, rapping. You know what I'm saying? And they on the runway. They just spin around, get up on the table, shake, come down. Dudes throwing coffee, cigarettes, food items. And it Friday Night Lights, man. It was Friday Night Lights. If you was into it, you'd be over there in that part of the day room, in that section, gawking. Anyway, so I made my way over to the block where the homie was. And when I come in, I made it in. I was on the other side. When you come in, you got A side, B side, or you could say you got one side, two side. I went to one side, but he was on two sides. So when I went over there, everybody in this block, they knew that the Friday night shenanigan pageant, the Friday night rainbow pageant was going down across the hall. And it probably was in effect then, or they was getting ready to crank it up. So anyway, when I came in, boom, that was going down on two sides, but I went to one side. I went to the first side I was able to get to. So I'm over there, you know what I'm saying? I see a few partners that I'm cool with, what's up, cuz, introduce me to different little young crips and stuff. I'm like, all right, what's up, cuz? Boo, boo, boo. Cartoon from Avalon, homie. What, you what? All right, cool. So cool, bang. So bang. I'm asking one of my partners, you know what I'm saying? One of the little young lopes. I'm like, cuz, man, where's such and such at? I don't want to say his name. They like, he don't sleep on this side, homie. He sleep across the hallway. Something like that. I got to get over there and holler at the homie, cuz. Got to holler at the homie, cuz. That's a good homie right there. So now they looking at me like, what? I'm like, yeah, cuz, I got to get over there and holler at the lope, man. Holler at the homie. They was like, no. I'm like, no, what you talking about? They like, cuz, ain't no loke. I'm like, yes, he is, cuz. I'm like, he was in St. Clair with me, man. What you talking about? They like, cuz, I don't know what he was doing in St. Clair, but what he doing now is something totally different. I'm like, cuz, man, what you talking about, fool? They like, man, that boy a hoe, man. I said, what? They said, man, that boy a hoe, man. He ain't no crip. He ain't nothing. He a hoe. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, man, hold on. In my mind, I'm like, hold up, y'all taking me too fast. Y'all taking me way too fast. What you talking about? Man, that boy a hoe, man. That boy been a hoe, man. That boy got turned out about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, man. That boy, he ain't no, cuz. We don't know. He ain't got nothing to do with us, homie. I'm like, cuz, you for real? They like, cuz, go on over there across the hallway and look. Go on over there and look. Sure. I say, cuz, get me across the hallway. So they mess with the police, get the police pop the door, blah, blah. Pop the door, we out on the hallway. He popped the other door, blah, blah, we come through. So now he like, so the two homies that come with me, they like, shoot, cuz, going over there by the stairs. So when I look by the stairs, it's going down. Bunch of dudes packed up. They cat calling and whistling. Woohoo! Got the little beat going. They youngsters spitting on each other and stuff. Y'all know how they do. So I look. Man, I see my partner. Now he tall. He about 6'2". High yellow, thin. I see him over there. Man, this man, and I use the term man very, very loosely. This man standing over there, he got on some homemade sandals, look like them shoes the three wise men had on, with the straps that come, they done made them where the straps come all the way up to his knees. A little bitty see-through skirt on. What material is made out of, I don't know. With some homemade panties on. Cut them in half. A halter top shirt. Had on how you put them t-shirts on your head and you ball them up in the back and make a big bun on the back. Had the t-shirt on his head with the bun on his back. In the back. The lipstick, the whatever stuff they use to paint their lips and eyes. And a little homemade purse was made out some cardboard with the little shoulder thing on it. Man, when I tell you, you could have knocked me down with a... I look. Man, I walked straight over. I'm like, cuz, man, what's up with you, man? He looked, oh, Tune. I say, cuz, man, what you doing, homie? I say, cuz, man, what's up? He was like, man, Tune, cuz, let me talk to you, man. Let me explain it to you, man. Let me explain it to you. Man, I didn't know whether I wanted to hit him or run back away from him. I was shook. I had never, ever seen or experienced nothing like that in prison, nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You would, man, listen, I don't know. Now, I heard about in Cali, and I heard about certain ways, certain stuff in Vacaville. But other than Vacaville, you was not going to see nothing like that, period, in the California system when I was in the California system. Probably Vacaville or back then, maybe CMC East. Both of them was dropout PC gay camps, gay prisons, back when I was in prison. Vacaville and CMCs. Man, man, it took the wind out me, y'all. It took the air up out me. I couldn't understand it. I was like, man, come on, what? Huh? All right. We go to the cell. He like, man, come on in, Tune. Let me holler at you. I'm like, no. He stayed on the top tier. I'm like, cuz, I'm not going in the cell with you, homie. We gonna talk. We gonna talk right here on the tier. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, all right, man, I understand. So he went to explain it to me what his demise was, what took place, and what happened. And what took place with him was something that, as my years start going by, what happened to him was something I didn't understand when he was first telling it to me, but I start seeing it so much that I'm like, okay, this is how he got caught up. As the years went by, I started seeing it. And what had happened was, in the Alabama prison system, if you mess with a chump, if you mess with a boy, you're not considered gay unless you doing the girl stuff. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just telling you how it is in their prison system. You're not considered gay whether you're a gang member, whether you're just a non-affiliate or whatever. In the Alabama system, you not considered gay unless you playing the girl role, like something going in your hand or something going in your mouth or something going in your behind. Then you the gay one. If you into a gay relationship, but you stomp down the man role in it, you not frowned upon in the Alabama prison system. I don't make the rules. That's just what they was doing. A million years before I ever thought about coming to their prison system. That's how they get out. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can have dudes. I might be sitting here with a homie, another crip, that, you know, in that's is considered in good standing. I'm talking about a get down, we'll stab, we'll kill, we'll do the whole hookup. You know what I'm saying? If Crips get into it, go ride, be on the front line, soldier. But he got a boy. He got a boy. When you say he got a boy, I'm saying he married. He prison married. In the Alabama system, that's okay. Hey, I don't make the rules. Boom, that's just their rules. So, but now what happens a lot of time is dudes will get into these homosexual relationships and get caught up, fall in love, and now the boy done ran it on them, done tricked them, blackmailed them, tricked them, however it gonna go. They play some mean games with them. Now the next thing you know, they done crossed over to the dark side. They in it. You know what I'm saying? They now they gay all the way. I'm talking about they girl gay. And that's what had happened with him. And he was like, man, Tune, I know you probably ain't gonna understand it, man. I said, I know we rocked back in the day and this and that. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, man, what? Come on, man. What? For real? He's like, yeah, man. I was telling him, I said, cuz I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I can't really rock with you like that no more, homie. You know, he like, man, Tuna, understand, man. Understand. I'm like, all right, man. Man, you know, I'm out, homie. I'm gone. I couldn't do nothing but just, you know, duck my head and walk off. And walk off. That wasn't the most hurtful experience, though. The most hurtful experience for me when a little young crip came up to that prison and he was from LA. What said he was from, I'm not going to say. In fact, he wasn't from South Central, period. But y'all know when I say LA, I'm speaking about all the surrounding areas. What said he was from, I'm not going to say. What they called him, I'm not going to say. But anyway, little young dude, he wasn't number like 19, 20. And dude come to me, say, "Tool, man, you got a homie, man, from LA up here." I'm like, "Oh, for real?" I'm like, "Where he at?" He over there in such and such block. So I go over there and meet him. "Oh, what's up, cuz?" You know what I'm saying? He had his stomach hit up and you know what I'm saying, little stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, what's up, cuz? You from Whoopity Bam?" He like, "Yeah, homie." I'm like, "Yeah, cuz, man, cartoon, homie, East Side Avalon, cuz." He like, "Oh, what's up, big homie?" So I'm thinking we cool. I'm like, you know, brought him once I introduced the next day, you know, I brought him a care package because I told him, "Man, I got something for you." You know what I'm saying? Brought him some food, cosmetics, the whole hookup. Y'all know how we do. So time going on. You know what I'm saying? We slept in different blocks. At first, I used to always go down there and see him because, you know, I'm like, okay, little young bloke from LA, you know, cool. Go down there and kick it with him, you know, boom. Few months go by, you know, it thinned out. I wasn't going down there as much no more. You know, I you know, he needed something, he hollered for me, you know, all right, cool. Time goes on. One day, one of the little homies come to me, little young crip come to me. He say, "Toon, you been down there to holler at your little homie from Cali?" I'm like, "No, cuz I ain't seen the homie in a few weeks, and you know what I'm saying, I ain't seen him, cuz, you know." I'm like, "Shoot, what's up? He all right? He all right down there?" He like, "No." I'm like, "What?" "No, he ain't all right." I'm like, "What you mean, cuz?" He like, "Man, he running with such and such." Now, such and such was a person who was a known turnout artist. I say, "He running." I'm, "Cuz, what you talking about? He running with him, cuz they be in the cell all day. You know what I'm saying? When they out, they sit next to each other watching TV, cuz, and all that." I'm like, "What?" So, you know, I'm like, "Oh, hold up, cuz. No, not one of mine." They like, "Cuz, I'm just saying, homie, you know, that's what it be." I'm like, "Cuz, he doing it? We don't know." "Hey, cuz, keep an eye on him, cuz. Let me know something. Keep an eye on him." Like, "Cuz, we own it." About a week go by. Message come back to me, "Cuz, you might want to come down there and get him, homie." I'm like, "Cuz, what's up?" They tell me what done transpired, what's taking place. I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Hold up, cuz." I'm like, "All right." I waited. I sent messages down there to him, try to get him on. If I go on one side of the block and go in somebody's cell, I can holler from their window, cuz, across the grass to the cells over there down in the other block. So I'm like, "Man, get cuz on the window, man. Tell Whoopty Bam to come to the window, cuz, man. What was cartoon, homie?" He don't come to the window. I'm like, "All right, I'll be down there tomorrow." The next day, cuz, when they called school, cuz, I made my way down there. I eased up in the block. When I eased up in the block, it wasn't a whole lot of people out because it was early in the morning. But I asked the dude. I asked a good homie. You know what I'm saying? A good homie. I'm gonna say his name because he rest in peace right now. The homie teenager. Anybody out there from Anniston, Alabama? That new teenager, crip teenager. He got out. He passed away, man. But this was a rider. This was a stomped down rider. He could have been from anybody's set in LA, and they would have been proud to have him. So, teenager, I seen him. I'm like, "Cuz, man, what cell he in?" He like, "She up there in that cell, cuz, whoopty wop wop." I'm like, "All right." He like, "Cuz, going up there. I got down here. I'm holding down here." I'm like, "All right." Man, I boom, 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 boom. I sprint up the cell, up the stairs. I don't even knock. Just straight disrespectful. I just pop the door open. Man, when I popped it, when the door come open and I look, the little homie sitting on the edge of the bottom bunk with all the paraphernalia on, with all the little gay paraphernalia on, the little fake hair stuff they be putting on, the makeup, skirt, the whole. I'm like, what? Man, I want to cry real tears. I look. I say, oh no, cuz. I said, man, you done lost your mind. Man, when I come up in that cell, man, he fall back on the bed, kicked his foot up. He like, hold on, big homie, wait a minute, cuz ain't nothing to wait for. Now, unbeknownst to me, his buddy, now in Alabama, when you use the term buddy, that's when two gay dudes get together. When two gay dudes together, they call buddies. His buddy already knew I was coming, and he was out. I didn't see him, though. He shot to the police and got the police to call a code. They coming, because he telling the police I'm over there beating up the dude up in that cell. The homie come up the stairs and tell me, like, cuz, you got to get up out of here, Toon. You got to get up out of here. I'm like, what's up? I'm like, cuz, what's up? Why, what's up? Man, that hoe put the police on you, cuz, they coming. They come like, what? He like, cuz, they coming. So I try to tell the boy, I said, boy, I'm going to deal with you. Boy. I shoot out the cell, I shoot down, and I shoot him back in the showers. As soon as I get back in the shower, the police in the cube, he come to the thing, he in the window, he looking up at the cell. I hear the main door pop, plow, plow. Then the door to come on that side, plop, bloom. About 6 police come running in. So when they come running in, they going up to that cell. It's 2-3 dudes. Now, let me show you something. Dudes, they be sweating that door to pop for any reason so they can sneak out. That's how you go and escape. So when the door pop and the police come running in, it's closing back real slow. Dudes getting up out of there, and I was one of them. I'd have made it out. Boom, I made it out the main door and got back to my block. Man, listen, I was beside myself. I'm like, I've been used to seeing these dudes out here do this, but now for one of my own, that's from the land, that's from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? That's from, that's from LA. I'm like, whoa. Now, needless to say, it didn't just end like that. Some other stuff took place afterwards that had to take place. And, but I spoke, that little bit right there I spoke on in one of my other videos before. But these are the type of culture shocks you're going to go through when you first get locked up out here, man. You just don't be knowing. Different places, different rules, Different places, different rules. But I believe it or not, man, I can look, I don't even have to talk about the vice lords, the bloods, or the disciples on this type of get down right here. I could tell you, just speaking on the Crips over the years, over a 23-year span, I seen just flip their wig and go crazy and cross over to the dark side. I could tell you story after story after story after story about them. You know what I'm saying? And not even including all the little turnouts I've seen in the other groups and factions. Some wild stuff, homie. Some wild stuff. But anyway, man, that's I get that one out to you, man. But anyway, so it's me, man, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3, man. At the end of the day, man, keep your head on the swivel, man, and at any means necessary, homie, stay above ground. Stay above ground, man. And I represent the gangsters, homie. Avalon gangsters. Swanging. I'm out. Peace. Gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie. Ain't nobody gangsta boogie. 4-2-1, man. 4-2-1, man.